it says online now. The quality isn't the best, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try another. So here I try again. If it's working. Yeah, it's working. Hello, testing 1, 2. It's working. Yeah, it's working. Nice. Never mind all others streams. I will try to delete them later, maybe, but anyway, here we are. I'm gonna fix this real quick. So, welcome to Renstro Live. Here I am in my sailboat, in my sailing yacht, and this is, I think, stream number 7 or 8 or something. I streamed some on Twitch. Now I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch because I wanted to try that out if I can, just for fun. And I think so far so good. So I'm gonna do this screen, change some settings real quick. Yes, I'm back to business. So I don't need all those, I think. Let's need this one. So guys, I did it in a stream just a few minutes ago, but it didn't work, I think. So I'm gonna do it again. And yeah. So now that the stream is working for at least, I'm staying here now for a couple of days, so I'm gonna show you the boat. So the yacht is so here I'm sleeping for a couple of days. It's a mess, I know. Like that. So here I'm sleeping for a couple of days, and here's another bed. There are 2 smaller bedrooms, one there and one there. They are for storage right now. Here's a refrigerator. Here's the sink. Here's the kitchen. I can cook. I have an oven. And yeah. Some storage. Dining area over here. Now it's getting a little bit dark because I have no lighting here yet. But here you have the toilet. There's a sink and a toilet. It's really dark. I can also change the camera, I think, like this. Yeah, so that's the toilet. I have a microwave. And I can maybe fix the lighting a little bit better. And the steering wheel is here for storage. Water tanks. Here is 2 beds. It's gonna be like my room later, the captain's suite. It's gonna change maybe the 2 beds to 1 queen size double bed, and then some extra spare room for storage or stuff. This is gonna be my private room, and then the crew is gonna have 1, 2 small bedrooms, and then 2 extra beds here. yeah. And you know, as I said, I haven't said it, but as in the title, it's an old boat that has been here for 14 years now. So it doesn't look pretty, I know, but it needs a new paint job. And what you see here is the cover I just put on. I just finished just today, really. And so the boat looked kind of pretty when I looked at it first, but then I had high pressure washing and scrubbing and scraping some paint, and where I scraped to get clean bared metal, because it's a steel boat. It's like a steel ship, really. Getting some rust now because it's some light rain have come and moisture, but so it doesn't look really pretty right now. But it need some work. So I'm gonna do first, maybe get some job on the windows, and when I'm finished with the windows, it's gonna remove all the old paint it with, so it looks like new again, or the place it can shine again. So this cover, this framing I put on a little bit 1 week ago. It's Saturday, I think, or Sunday, not this Sunday, the ones after that, before that, I mean. Put this on, and this past week I put the big tarp on, and then yesterday I put the door, and if you can see all the way over there, it's the wall that is on the short side I put on yesterday, and here you can see the bolt. It's, when I measured it, it's about 43 foot, 44 foot or something. Maybe you can say it's a 45 footer also. I just measured it around the boat also, because you know it's pretty hard to measure it just when it's not flat. But I measured it sometimes, and it's around this. If it's in meters, like almost 13 meters. This tent is a little bit over 13 meters, and it's in the front, it's touching the tent on that side, and here you have like 40 centimeters or something, like 2 foot max, 1.5. So it's, then you can maybe appreciate the size. And this cover is barely big enough. I had to really actually raise it. You can see over here, it's touching it on these bars right here, so it's barely big enough. So I had actually have to lift the whole tent up a little bit, raise it up with some building blocks and some wood. And I really like that idea, because it's kind of soft ground under here. When it gets wet, when it rains for a couple of days, it gets really wet over here, because it's standing just in industrial ground, because I couldn't find a better place to put it. It was here when I bought it less than a month ago, and I tried to find a better place, but I couldn't. I tried to find an inside place, but now that I had this kind of empty space for this size, and the ones that had dislock the boat, and I can't get inside later. They dislock they have alarms for the storage area, so you couldn't go inside. So it had to be here. So then I decided to set up this big cover tent. Yeah. That's how it is. So, did I miss something? So it was here since 2005, and the past owner that had it, he got sick. He was pretty sick when he bought it, because I talked to the builder. The builder was an architect that had been a captain like all his life. He lived on the sea like all his life, and then when he retired, he started studying how to be an architect, a yacht architect. So he building some boats. So when he built this one, he built it kind of big so that he could ride it himself with his grandchildren and his kids and his grandchildren, like. But no one was interested when it was finished. No one wanted to go with him, so he was always alone. And so he sold it. And then I talked to him when I bought it, because I found his contact information inside the boat. And he said the past owner that bought this one, he was sitting in a wheelchair even when he bought it. So he wasn't like he was kind of sick, and also what I heard, he got really sick after. So he just put it here and abandoned it like for 14 years now. It's soon 15, I think. Next year. So they did some stuff to it when it got here. They put an engine, because it had no engine in it, because the sailor captain that bought it, he didn't want an engine. He's when you live all your life on the boat, I think you have some skills on only sailing, but it's nice to have an engine when you go inside and outside the port. He's like, maybe he's thinking like, oh, this is a sailboat, who needs a motor, right? But it's kind of good. So they put that in, and they did some other stuff, but the interior they did some stuff, but not so much. They never got the chance to even sail it, so it's never been in the water since 2005, I guess. So I hope it floats. Yes. So you can see, here's what I did today. I can maybe do this. Yeah, here's the door. You can open it here. Over there. So it's on land, as you can see. It's about 4 meters down. It's pretty high. I dropped my tablet yesterday. I was lucky it didn't break. No, I'm not sailing right now. Hello. Didn't see your chat. Can't see it in the chat I'm looking at. I was switching to another device, then I saw it. Why is that? I don't really like that it doesn't work so good. I have some problem with the chat. If I do something with the camera on this phone, because I have to use the web browser for the chat, because I'm using Restream, But every time I close down the web browser or something, it deletes some, or I miss some chats, and I can't read them afterwards either. But I set it up a new system that you can see your chat down here, and also alerts like who follows or subscribe or something donated. I don't know. It's gonna be in the middle, and then an event list over here, I think, or maybe this side. Maybe it's this side here, chat, and here's this, and yeah. But I can't see anything in the chat. It's not perfect. The chat is not perfect. Yeah, I'm thinking. So I'm using on my phone what I'm recording with. I'm using Streamlabs, I think it's called. I'm not promoting anything, but this is what I just found out recently, and I'm using Streamlabs as a streaming service to my camera, and I can't in Streamlabs see the chat as I see my face, or if I want to change camera, I need to open Streamlabs and to change the cameras and stuff. And then I close down the chat because I can't see the chat inside the application that's streaming me. That is a camera app or Streamlabs. And then I stream to Restream, and Restream sends the stream further to Twitch and YouTube. I can also choose multiple platforms, but those two for now. And then I use the Restream chat on a web browser, so I can see both chats from Twitch and from YouTube in the same chat. And I think it's gonna maybe work in there somehow, but actually I could try that out. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say testing here, hello. Can I see it here now? Nope. Didn't work, apparently. Okay, that's good. Now it doesn't work either. Nice. So if someone is chatting right now, I can't see it because I'm having some problem with the chat. You have to do it, maybe chat multiple times, I don't know. Let's see again. Tests. Yeah, it's going through here now. I can see it there. Can I see it on the stream? No, I cannot. Anyway, I can see it in the chat here, but I can't see it on the stream. If I try test here, test. It comes here, yes. But I want the YouTube chat also to appear on the chat. How can I do that? This is not that easy as I thought. I get the Twitch and the Restream chat in the stream on the screen, like in this chat window, but it's nothing down here. But I don't get the YouTube chat. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to do this or something, I don't know. But why? What do you mean? You mean, I don't know, I'm just playing around. I don't know, it's not really important, but at least I can see your comment, or I mean your chat. Why I bought it is because I recently tried some sailing with a friend's boat, and we talked about some boats. I never had interest really. I never been on a yacht really, like, so, and it's been kind of a dream. And then I found it after I talked about a little bit with a friend about looking about other boats, and then I found this one through like a strange place where you don't really sell boats, or where you don't really, in this area where you don't put normal ads for stuff you want to sell. But I found it, and then it was here on this place abandoned for now 14 years, and I couldn't ask like nobody nothing about it. I could just look at it. No one know nothing almost. So then I just I got it. I really liked it. I've had my dream really sparkle, I guess, or when I saw it. So I want to fix his boat. So the past owner, he was sick, and then when he bought it, even I heard, and then he got very, very sick, and he bought it 2005, and then he passed away, and it just been sitting here. So how much I bought it for? I can say it was cheap. It was, that's why also I was very interested in it. But if I would say, maybe if it was in this condition, like it is, but maybe a real seller that was alive, you could maybe just clean it out. It's not like this mess. It was just stuff everywhere, and it's no one been here for many years, so it's a mess. But if it just maybe like now, I haven't done really too much to it, only cleaning it. I haven't cleaned outside, cleaned the inside, and put a cover over it so it won't rain on it now. I'm gonna work on it. That's all I've done. But in this condition, maybe it's like the same when I bought it. I maybe could sell it for 5 to 10, maybe 10 times more what I bought it. So it was less than that. And if I just paint it and I need to fix the windows, because I think that will make the boat looks more good. So I think maybe 10 to 20 times is the worth. Not really that low, but kinda in between right there. Yeah, I can show it from the outside. So here's the inside. I'm staying here now. So here's one bed. There's another bed. There's a big bedroom over there with 2 beds in the whole room. There's a toilet. There's a refrigerator. The refrigerator is over there. I have a microwave over here and some heaters. And the toilet's over there. Here's the kitchen. Here's the sink. There's the refrigerator. There's one small bedroom down. There's one small bedroom upside down. I'm using them for storage right now. And here's the pilot. And so here I'm planning so you can steer it, because it has windshields and windows from the inside. But now the main steering is outside here. I'm just going out now. And it's not that roomy right now because I have this cover I put on, finished yesterday. So here is, you steer from here. And also I put this cover because so I can work now. It's gonna be rain season, so I can get some work done, because I'm gonna change the windows. And also maybe next summer or spring I can also have more wind protection when I'm gonna paint it. It's gonna get down now. this tent is barely big enough. As you can see, here it is. Yeah, its name is Carpe Ventus. It's mean catch the wind, but I'm gonna change that. I think it's about 45 feet. This tent is a little bit over 13, like 13.5 meters, and it's just end to end. So the boat maybe is just shy of 13, maybe 13 meters, or right about there. So yes, I told before, it's a steel boat. So it's a big, like a ship really. And it's like a tank down here. It's 10 millimeters thick. So yeah, I think it could float. But because it's the only thing I'm worried about is gonna leak in water. Maybe it's because they did an engine install a new engine in it, so maybe it can leak through the propeller some water. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But I think if you put it in water right now, it will work. But I want to fix it. I want to paint it. It's some paint here, and you see a little bit here or there. So yeah, it's a steel boat, and so that means that I can just put it in the water in the ocean and have it there all year around. That other plastic and glass fiber boats you have to take up because they suck a little bit water in some creases and pores. This one, when you have the epoxy on paint or another protection, but I'm gonna do epoxy paint, it's gonna be, you can have it maybe for 10 years in the water and never take it out. Then if you just wash it sometimes under the hull. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna sail the world around it. I have a dream first to sail over the Atlantic or somewhere. And the guy that was the past owner, he had a same dream. His dream was to sail across the Atlantic, but he got sick and unfortunately he's not here anymore. So his dream didn't go through, but I have the dream that I want to sail this boat. So I don't really know how much money, but I'm planning to do it on the cheap. I already checked some prices on the paint, how much. So wait, I'm just gonna get inside here now. So for the paint, it was kind of hard to find some paint, but because it's such big, and here you can easily find smaller pans and buckets or with paint jars, and for some like hobbyist or smaller boats. But at this size you have to go to the industrial marines. Oh, I think I dropped the camera. Industrial marine side of the paint. So yeah, Someone followed me. I can't see that really, but I'm kind of new to this. Wait a bit. I have another device for that. Where? I don't know what really happened, but oh, you did. Okay, nice. Thank you, Flying Coffee Pot. I have still some problems with this setup, but thank you anyway. So anyway, I was talking about the paint, so I had to call. Yeah, maybe I'm planning on that. I've been streaming sometimes on Twitch, and now I'm first time I'm streaming on YouTube, so I'm really struggling now to get everything working. But I don't know if I'm gonna make some professional cut or some edited videos also. Maybe only streams. I don't know yet, because I really don't have maybe. Yeah, I don't know yet. So, but I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna stream and do some maybe short videos. I don't know. So about the paint we're talking about, I have to call them different paint companies or paint, and you have to buy for these sizes these professional paints that is like 20 liters cans or 20-liter buckets really. So instead of this 0.75 liters, you have this 20 liters. So I needed maybe like 60 liters of primer and then 20 liters of a white, nice, shiny top coat. And I think that will cost, because I got some nice connections, so I could buy it direct from the supplier, or like not from a store, like a professional supplier. And then I think maybe I will around €1,000 in paint. Then I need to buy some equipment for that paint, and that's gonna cost maybe, I don't know, from €500 or something. I'm maybe planning to spray it. So I'm in Sweden. It's the Nordic European countries, Scandinavia. It's pretty good weather here right now this kind of week, but it's getting colder, I feel. And Uppsala, yeah. So it's getting colder, and it's gonna start to rain really, like every day now soon. I'm pretty surprised. I was so lucky with this window of sunshine. So this week, but it's gonna rain, and soon. Yeah, I already heard this snow has started in the north. So soon, 1 month, 2 months, maybe there's snow coming. So that's why I invested in this cover tent. I looked all everywhere for like I can put it inside, but it was full some places, and some places the boat was too big at all. The most of the places that was locally nearby, or even not that locally, was too big of a boat. And other places that, like professional marinas, they only lock the boat in a secure storehouse, warehouse, and then I can't enter. So it wasn't feasible for me, because I want to work on it. I want to be in the boat. So that's why I'm here. The boat was here when I found it, so I asked if I can stay here. So I'm renting this place, and put a cover. Yes. So the cover, I looked around some when I was looking for covers. So the tents, I mean. And you know, this is barely big enough. It's quite small, really, but it worked perfectly fine. I'm really happy with it. But like the storage, the first I had watch was the tent was more expensive than the boat. Much more, like twice or more, 4 times almost. It's like all up to if you want to like a good one for this size, like all the one was this size was like this heavy duty big one, so it was like 7,000 euros, 7,000 American dollars. And but this one was nicer, but I was afraid it's gonna be a little bit small, but it would barely fits. I had to raise it like this much, like 10 centimeters or more, with some stones and wood, like a wood frame. I wanted a wood frame anyway to kind of hold it together a little bit more, just not some metal poles in the ground, and some wood, some stone that lifts up the wood from the ground, and that I really liked, because some stone blocks, because it's getting pretty moisture when it's raining here. It's just gravel on the ground, so you get some pools. So this getting that moisture from the wood is pretty nice. So now it barely fits. It's touching the boat, really, the tent. Yeah, I'm just what I have. I'm financing only what I have. Nothing that I'm working with, or nothing. No companies. No, only me. Only some savings I have. And that's why I'm trying to just keep it as cheap as possible. Do everything myself. That's what it's gonna take a pretty long time. I asked for curious some companies, and they said like, maybe we take 25,000 euros for fixing it, but just for the paint, barely, like not even the biggest problem. I'm gonna fix the windows first, because those are kind of good. They have some cracks, and I think they are getting some moisture through, because the sealant is getting dried up. Yeah, the first priority is the windows. So they're getting some moisture. If one of the roof panel have some moisture damage, because I think from the window, and also I don't really like the window. There are like so if I just change them, the whole is gonna lift up the look of the boat. So, and but as it is, it's a steel boat. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of welding work and cutting work to do then. So it's and then maybe after that I'm gonna do some preparing for a platform at the rear, because I want the platform is called a swimming platform, so you can go down, and when it's on the ocean, on the water, you can go down a little bit more, and you have this platform so you can get up and inside the water. And also I'm planning maybe have a barbecue there, and maybe a little group to sit on and eat on, maybe, but it's very small, because as it is, when you sail in, the waves comes like this, you can't have furniture that moves. Everything have to be permanent, fixed. So I maybe make some fastening points for that, and then I'm gonna paint all the boat, everywhere on the boat. So, and by painting, you have to first remove all the paint and goop all over it. It's some mixture of everything. I have a normal home. I take the train from here. It takes like 1.5 hours from here. So I'm just staying here for a couple of days and I go home. So yes. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna spend my money. First, I just live in an apartment, and I could bring it to my father, but he has a bigger place. But it's very far. I'm living on the other side of the country, and this boat is more to that side. And he has not really a good road. It's a lot of turns, and this is so long. And if you're gonna put it on a truck, semi truck, and a trailer, it's gonna be even more long. So I think, and he has some small contained places. I say it's not feasible to take it there. And I've been looking for places where to put it on. I can rent something, but like I said, I've been doing that for now many days, calling around, mailing, and everywhere, but nothing that is works. Nothing really works. Now it's on just a company, like a factory or construction. So there's many different industrial buildings in this area. So it's an industrial site. It's a gravel or sand making or stone. I don't know. They're crushing stones and stuff and keeping stuff. The neighbors, it's kind of noisy sometimes. But this place I'm on, it's pretty much empty. Quite big area. So I have power in here. I have water, and so I can have heating, lining, microwave, refrigerator. Then I have this propane gas oven, kitchen stove. So I can live in here. I've been living here for some. Last week I lived in here for some days, no problem. So I'm gonna get Instagram, and I'm gonna get maybe Discord. I'm gonna get Discord and Instagram. So for people just to follow up some pictures. Like I can't post some pictures here, but I'm gonna post some pictures on that. So, why I'm streaming really right now is just for trying, because today if you're gonna stream to YouTube, you need this verification process that takes time. They say it up to 24 hours, but I waited almost a week now. So I could start it now, so that's what I'm trying to do today. So it just work. So I can stream to YouTube and I can see the chat here. But I want also the Twitch streamers and the YouTube streamers to see each other's chat for some, like you can do that also, but I haven't really found out how. I've been streaming for maybe 7 or 8 days on Twitch, but I want to try some other places also. Just for fun. Just for playing around because I'm pretty new to this streaming. Okay. Catch you later. Nice to having you here. So it was fun talking to you. Catch you on the flip flops. See you around. I will turn off the stream right now. I'm gonna try out some stuff later today, maybe.